Good morning and welcome back to the Angry Poolman channel, where we learn how to treat our pool and how to treat our pool man or woman. And we're here today. Raider is bearing the heavy load today. Can you tell what today's theme might be? Yes, we are adding salt. That's 20 bags of salt. Now 10 of those are earmarked for our second infinity pool of the day, but you know, we're going to be just dropping off what we need to today and adding what we need to today. So welcome to Friday. We're here at the leaf canister. Let's go back here and check it out. So the question has always been throughout the ages, is it better to be loved or to be feared? I don't really know. I kind of like a little bit of both here in the pool business. I just ran into the homeowner. He's freaking awesome, drinking the Kool-Aid for sure, saying, look at this pool. I have almost nothing to do. Now, there's swim lessons that go on here on Tuesday or Thursday. And so that's why we're here on Friday. Perfect day to hit it. We're going to have to split up some of these Friday pools to Tuesday. But I digress. There's plenty of chemicals. We have like a 3.5 on the chlorine. And I'm just gonna look at the tile. It's full of sunblock, big time. So and then the homeowner has mentioned that his the heater, our Master Temp 400 here, is this a 250? No, it's a 400. But yeah, common problem that these things have is where it'll fire and go for a little while. Let's say the pool's at 70 and your set point is 85, and it'll go up to like 78, and then it'll cut off, and it won't get up to 85. So he's mentioned that a couple of times. We want to nip that. So, but our IC20 is working super good for this little pool, making plenty of chlorine. Our salt was 39 to 3,500. Perfect, right there in the meaty part of the curve. So I'm going to hit the tile, and then we can move on to the onyx pool. Okay, well, I feel good about this. Yeah, the leaf canister is looking good. I just ran into the homeowner and he was mentioning a few things. I mean, look how, gee whiz. I said that maybe I want to put the Zodiac MX6 loaner in here and see how it does. But what we're going to do is we're going to see those little floaters that's next to the leaf canister. I'm going to put those all on the hoses. The manufacturers never give you enough of those things, and what that means is that you're going to float the hose just so enough. So see how he's doing perfect right here? Okay, so when the hose is not being floated like that, he's kind of doing a wheelie and he's ineffective. So anyway, those floaters hopefully will help. We can move on. Okay, we're here at the Onyx pool. And we got Snaky over in the corner, and another Snaky in this corner. But we definitely aren't getting snaked out of chlorine. We got plenty of it. Low pH, alkalinity and cyanuric. Alkalinity is good, cyanuric is low. So was thinking of floating a tab in the skimmer, get that cyanuric up. Yeah, D-Rye, comment below if you dare. Anyway, the pool looks pretty dang good with the exception of all of the bugs. So many bugs. So anyway, and we still have our duck people hanging out here. Duck friends or not. They seem like frenemies to me, more like anything else. But so child fence is helping, but kind of enables the ducks, so to speak. So anyway, we're gonna unlock our 2-wheel drive Hayward pool cleaner and see. Here's another thing to speak to cleaners, right? So we were at the leaf canister. What's the difference between this pool and that pool? Well, obviously volume is huge, but it's the overall depth of the pool. This pool is just the right depth for this hose. Notice it's floating on the surface of the pool. And then we have two floaters, no leaf canister, two floaters there supporting the the hose. Okay, so that's what it's doing. It keeps the pool cleaner upright, see, so it can actually do its job, whereas over at the leaf canister it's doing a wheelie all the time. So if you have those things, you get them out of the box or whatever, you DIYers, don't throw them away. Those things are like one of the most important things in the box. Okay, here at Snake City, I feel good about this. We're all cleaned up, we're chemmed up, and we can move on. But I think what I need to do is probably next week salt cell clean. It's producing plenty of chlorine. It just seems that there's tiny bits of white flakes in that black interior finish. It's not black, it's, you know, you actually see it right there. It's got a lot of browns in it, but it's definitely dark. And it was like this when I showed up, but I actually, when I was brushing it, I did notice some flakes, and they ain't paying me for flakes. So next week we're gonna do a salt cell clean, and but we had, let's see, 4,100 to 3,800 salt. So I'm liking it. It's almost over salted, but we're still good. I think we can move on to Spool XL, which I don't know if I'm going to film there. Okay, we're here at the Great Wall, and the pool just started up, so it's spilling over in all its glory. Yeah, and check this out. New MX6 with the leaf canister. Yes, this guy is drinking the Kool-Aid. Yes, I love it. So here it is. It's working away. I can already tell that this area right here, since it's receiving constant vacuuming. Look at the interior finish of the pool. It's actually more of a gray blue than I really expected it. I thought it had more brown tones in it. Why? Because there was so much dirt, and you can actually tell. Now, the Baja shelf didn't receive quite as much punishment as, say, that deep end over there, but yeah, I'm really happy. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the water. Yes, this is awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah, but look at our Zodiac MX6. This water's great. Let's take our chems. Okay, so here are our chems. We have tons and tons of chlorine. That's a 5. We have low pH. No one's been swimming. Low alkalinity and low cyanuric, but 3410 salt. Our range was like 3,900 to 3,410 salt. Yeah, you tell me. How does that look? Now, I'm a little concerned. When I got here, our Zodiac MX6 was stuck over here, and now he's stuck over there. So anyway, we'll work it out. Let's hit the tile. No head cam today. I gotta just move through these 11, 12 pools I got. Yeah, and I have to check our new Tuesday pool. But this should clean up pretty good. This is, now everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid. This pool is healing. Okay, I feel good about this. So, and the reason I do is the cleanliness and the clear nature of the water. We are knocking on the door of mountain stream status. I still have to go brush the spa up there, which, as you saw earlier, is looking sweet. But the concern here at this visit was this new MX6. It really wasn't doing anything, certainly not to my liking. So I think it was, maybe I had one of these hoses here. It was sucking a little bit of air. And then this is another little section here that I'm concerned about. Is this is a return line right near the skimmer, and it seems to have a ton of air in it. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to lube up the O-ring on the pump basket lid. Yeah, I'm going to put silicone on the pump lid and make sure that there's no leaks, because to be honest with you, that air in there concerns me. But otherwise, I'm loving this, and we can move on. Okay, so we're here at our it's a Tuesday pool, our brand new pool. And I just want to check in on it, make sure it's running. It's after 9, and we want to check in on our Big Fatty. This is the new Big Fatty, and everything is looking pretty dang good. We got our thermometer over there. Yeah, I'm liking this. Spa water's looking much better, and the interior finish is still kind of brightening up here. We got our Pentair Rebel over there, and he's looking good. So yeah, I'm liking the quality of the water, and our salt cellar is reading good. We have a Pool RX Blue in here. I just wanted to do a quick check because, you know, I want the homeowner to make sure that they feel they're getting value for money. Now, I was here on Tuesday. I'm not here to clean the pool. I'm here just to check in on it. Looking good to me. I think we can move on. I hope that is not a serious fire, just one maybe burning some leaves or something, which I don't think is allowed in California. So yeah, seriously, is that a... Oh shit, that is a real fire. Okay, no big deal. It's probably somebody just burning leaves, although it's still smoldering right there. I called the fire department. I don't know if you guys can see it beyond this with the GoPro. GoPro's only got like a 19mm lens. And anyway, I don't want to be an alarmist, but this is a very fire sensitive area in which we live, and that's no joke. So anyway, let's get back to the pools. And so we had plenty of chemicals. Let's see. Pretty old test strip. We have some high pH, perfect cyanuric and alkalinity. Actually, cyanuric is creeping up. Why? Because we sanitize with 3-inch tabs here in the trough. So oh, and we had 39 to 3400 salt. Okay, but a Hayward system nonetheless. But I love the look of this water. It's, you know, this pool gets used by teenagers and whatnot, and it's really, this is fabulous. I'm super stoked on it. I'm gonna hit the tile. I don't think I'm gonna add anything because cyanuric is creeping up. I'm not gonna add any salt either. So anyway, we're gonna let it ride. Okay, like I said before, I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but yeah, there's still a fair amount of smoke billowing out of that. Maybe they've hit it with some water and now it's really steaming up. Fortunately, I don't see any more flames. I'm a homeowner in this community, and so this makes me more than just a little nervous. We are in a major fire zone here in North San Diego County, and yeah, you can already see all the brush has turned brown for the summer here, and that is all just fuel. So hopefully it wasn't just some idiot. Maybe, I don't even know. Let's just hope for the best. Let's move on. All right, we're here at the original spool, and here are our chems. And so we have, I don't want to say low chlorine, but that's fine. They have high pH, so someone's been using it. That's totally fine. I just feel like for this tiny little body of water, whatever it is, 1100 gallons, this Pentair IC40 should be making like a ton of chlorine. Let's go over to the equipment real quick, and what setting, let's see what setting it's on. I know it's on 100. Look at these guys. Somebody's over here doing this. I know, you know how I know how? Because I lock this thing every freaking week. Okay. So this is just a sign of meddling. Now, hey, if it's the homeowner, no problem. But if it's the gardener and you're leaving that open, get it together, homeboy. Yeah, see, the pool runs at 2300, which I guess is okay. And I have a cleaner. Okay, so let's see what so we're sucking from the main drain and the skimmer both at the same time here, right? And then we're returning kind of just, well, there's a return here. I'd like to see it over here, but for this purpose right now, there's no disturbance, so we can use the Telsa 90 and make sure it's cleaned up. But and I'm gonna add some acid to knock down that pH, but I just feel like the chlorine for what it is should be a little higher. But yeah, and our chlorine is like, it's 3900 to 3600, so it's right there in the part of the curve that we should be making chlorine. Anyway, I'm a little baffled. I'm gonna add a little bit of sodium bicarb as well, and that of course will raise the pH. So I'm going to add some acid and clean it up, and then we can move on. Okay, I feel good about this. We had a really high pH, but we had kind of low chlorine, and that's been the tail of the tape here for, oh, I don't know, the last month or so. I'm not too stoked about that. We have a salt cell here. Not like, you know, adding a little bit of liquid is breaking me, financially speaking, on this pool, but I don't know. I just feel like this is an IC20. It's an 1,100 gallon body of water. We should have plenty of chlorine, end of story. So anyway, I've cleaned it up, and obviously we're now chemmed up. I added some acid and just a splash of chlorine to make sure that we have plenty to get us through. I think that maybe we're just a little bit high salt, and that's on me completely. Let's move on. All right, we're here at our second infinity pool of the day, and yeah, homeowner even texted me yesterday saying that, yeah, we used the pool, loved it, and I can see by the cloudy nature of the water that he was not lying. So that's fine. We are going to be adding salt today. So I added 2 bags that were here by the equipment, and I'll probably be adding another 10 today. So I'm gonna wear the helmet cam and give you guys some of that much needed ASMR that you require. Okay, so I have 6 bags out here right now, and that's what I'm gonna go with initially, and then we're gonna take some readings and go from there. And I'm just gonna be real simple, and I'm gonna put everything right here along this bench, okay? Might stick some over there on the Baja shelf as well, but so I'm just gonna go through the dump stage, and then I'm gonna go through the brush stage. Okay, that's one. There's 2. See, if we had those swim jets, we'd already be done. Uh-oh, look at this. We got a leaker. We'll get that in a minute. Huh, where did that come from? I don't know. I don't care. I hear that airplane noise, and I think maybe it might be our fire plane here. All right, let's brush this extra salt in the pool. Okay. And now we are at the brush phase. We're just gonna nice and slowly brush everything in. You know, this pool gets really dirty week to week. Like all these jasmine here, like it's all over the couch there. And where is it? It's all in my spa. So yeah, not too keen about that. Homeowner knows about it too. I put it on his radar, but I think he's just trying to maybe enjoy the dang pool, which, poor guy. This is, I've been going through quite a bit here. Okay, so this is just 6 bags. 6 bags. And we already had a 1300 salt, so it's not like we didn't have any salt or we're going from 0. Yeah, I don't know what's underneath this this green strip here, but if it's not a drain, that was a fail. Major fail. This pool doesn't have any drainage on the deck. There's some drainage over there, but not right here. So I really hope that it's right here, but I have a feeling it's not. Okay, and so when I got here, the trough was full of algae, and that means one thing, that the edge pump has been turned off by somebody. And I know that because if the water is just moving, there's no way that there's going to be as much algae as there was, and there was quite a considerable amount. So anyway, we're getting down here to the, this is all brushed in here, getting done with this. Got a little on the deck there. Okay, so in order, so our cleaner, now I don't advocate using him to just suck up all the salt, or using the suction from a vacuum hose or the cleaner hose or anything just to suck up all of it. But I want to get him in this neighborhood, so anything that I did miss, he'll eventually get. So this guy works for me. Yeah, so all this stuff is getting brushed in the deep end here. This brand that I got here, Aqua Salt, actually is much better than the Morton. Morton salt is, you know, we all know that brand from it being on our tables for how many ever decades. But yeah, the pool salt they use it's a lot more coarse, and it takes a lot more to brush in. Okay, so I'm gonna go and hit the trough, because we had quite a bit, like I said, of algae. There's algae right here. Yeah, there's definitely rodents that get caught up in this pool, and then also people, when they pee right here, they're just sitting here having a beer, and they're like, oh, do I want to get up and go inside? And they say, no, I'm not. So you've heard me talk about pee-pee kids, right? Well, There's PP adults as well. Yep, I said it. So anyway, yeah, so I poured a whole, since I've been here, I poured a whole gallon here in the trough, and look at that. Almost no algae here whatsoever. So I definitely have to brush, and there's definitely some remnants here of algae, but this is all because the pump, the main pool pump, and the edge pump, they have not been working concurrently all the time. I know these things. The angry pool man knows all and sees all. So I'm gonna brush everything off the suction drains, and now we're gonna Tulsa 90 a trough while we're letting our salt kind of start to do its thing. I'm sure let's do this for fun. Okay, let's cycle the okay, so when we're here in service mode, our salt cell's not working at all. But okay, so now I'm going to put it back into auto, and yeah, see, somebody messed with my, oh goodness gracious, oh, such sabotage at this pool. Yeah, the homeowner's got a kid that lives, you know, he's a college kid, and so, you know, those are the number one knob twisters. There's nobody who thinks they're smarter than a college kid. I used to be one. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get back in Tulsa 90. I'm already starting to like the look of the water. It's transforming. Okay, I'm gonna cut because this battery's heating up. Okay, wow, I finally feel good about this. I still have salt to add, but I'm gonna just, you know, do that all off camera. But we've added 6 bags of salt. The water has clouded up because, yeah, it's doing its job. It's fighting algae. We had algae all over this pool. In fact, we still have some, a little on that wall, but we've got a Pool RX Blue in the pump basket, and those never let me down. So I'm sure by the time I come back at the end of the weekend to check on it, we'll be looking at a really crystal clear, sparkling pool. We can move on. Okay, sorry about the wind noise. We're here at our rectangular pool with the electronic cover, and yeah, we're looking really super good. The homeowner just told me, or asked me what the chlorine was, and we took it together, and it was a 5, which is not high, but it's certainly not low. And she had mentioned that maybe somebody who was in the spa had mentioned they smelled chlorine. So what I have done is, last week I completely turned it off. No, I didn't turn it off. I turned it to 20%, and then on top of it, my meter thinks that it's 36 to 3200, and then, but by the same token, we just saw, I don't know if you saw it, there's a red light on the salt cell. So the salt is the salt cell is not producing any chlorine, and we haven't added any for quite a while. And we're definitely good to get through the weekend. We're cleaned up, we're chemmed up, and we can move on. All right, so we're here at Geronimo's pool, and as usual, it looks great, but it's baffling because we have 29 to 2500 salt, but yet we still have a green light on our salt cell. I'm not going to complain. However, at some stage, I am going to add some salt because I don't want to get behind here. And I really, if I can avoid it, I don't like adding liquid. This is a salt pool. The salt cell is supposed to make the chlorine. That's the deal. So anyway, I'm going to brush it up. Our Pentair Rebel is working really great. And you know, one of the things that is remarkable about this ground cover here, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not too crazy about it. when it gets cut, the pool gets screwed. But at least in this time of dust, like we're here in insect time and pollen time right here before the summer really heats up, and there's no like pollen to this stuff. It's almost, I mean it's not, but it's similar to akin to a succulent. No, it just doesn't have any pollen or dust or really any smell to it. So right now I'm loving it, so who knows, that could change. But yeah, you know, I just changed at our second infinity pool of the day. I changed that out with my MX6 loaner, right? And once again, this is the same exact Pentair Rebel in that pool as well that we had it. And this one seems to stay up perfectly. It doesn't ever do the wheelie thing. Look at it, it's turning, it's changing its direction. But it all has to do with the depth of the pool, and then also where the cleaner port was installed. This is a really well built pool, and it performs like one. So anyway, I'm gonna brush up this perimeter overflow, and then we'll move on to the pixel pool. I think Geronimo approves. This pool is crystal clear, sparkling clean. You know, sometimes you just like Dire Straits sings, sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. And you know, I feel like I'm the windshield here. I come and this pool is really in great shape, beautiful, and we're gonna move on. Okay everybody, we're here at the pixel pool, and I'm already pissed off. Why? There's a rock in the pool. Rocks don't go in the pool, nor do, you know, any sort of compost or whatever. I just can't stress enough, like the pool is not a place to put these things. Like, hello? Let's say the pool is $150,000, just like that Rolls Royce or that Lamborghini Ferrari you wanted. Would you put rocks in your Ferrari? I think not. So anyway, I'm gonna clean it up, but I know one thing, that homeboy's not moving around there, so that's probably something. He's probably sucked up a rock. What a surprise. Yeah, I don't like finding this thing week in and week out like that. Let's take our chems. So there's only one reason that he doesn't work, and it's called sabotage. Yeah, I can already see he's sucked up some plastic or something unacceptable to be in the pool. Yeah, you know, I think I'm just gonna get in the habit of charging a nuisance fee. So we do have some chlorine in here. The pH is acceptable. Alkalinity and cyanuric are good. So I'm gonna add probably, see, our salt cell is not working here. Our power center is not operable. And so we're just gonna try to get through 4th of July before I bug them about replacing that. So, but hey, here's a nice thing. The water level is actually acceptable here. Somebody is paying attention. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna fetch whatever's in the cleaner. I'm gonna add a tab, and then I'll clean up what's in the pool. Okay, I don't feel good about when I come and find rocks in a pool. I don't like that at all. And the one we're going to next, I found on my second visit, I found a ton of rocks. Now, found one over here, and frankly I don't want to see one ever again. And you know what, we'll just, if we can't know how to treat our pool, we'll just pass and part as friends. Let's move on. Okay, so we're here at our second to newest pool here, and yeah, I'm pretty thinking that next week is going to be our last week. So we have, I don't know how this happens, this is kids. This is kids playing here, and I don't even know what's going on. This is totally unacceptable. Look how much dirt is in the spa. Yeah. At least there's not a rock in the pool. Okay. So you know, one of the things that I really try to do with this job is be the bigger person most of the time. And I'm really not doing very well with this account. I'm trying to be the bigger person, but I feel they're already taking advantage of me. Okay, I said that those types of behaviors are unacceptable, and week in and week out I'm seeing this here. I've only been here for 3 weeks. So let me get to work here. Okay, that's it for me. You know, sometimes I can't be in the backyard and do my sign off. I'm just a little bit too pissed off. It's other things too, like how this individual treats me. I don't like being in the middle of a conversation with someone and then the phone rings and they just start talking to the phone and shine you. I've experienced that with this customer and I don't like that. Every one of my customers is a friend. Like, I would have them over to my house, or almost everyone. My friends don't treat me like that. So, and you know what? Be excellent to each other. Don't treat others like that. I mean, who does that? Anyway, guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment if you got something to say. Guys, I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you out here in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Guys, be excellent to each other. Be excellent to your pool man. And I'll see you on the next video.